about to leave. Already packing, come with me. I'm not.
Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy for Now. Feel a little crooked, there we go, we'll go with it. So today's video I'm really excited about. It's actually something I particularly like when I'm in a very specific mood for a certain kind of hero, and that is our sweet cinnamon rolls who are too pure for this world and are just delectable heroes. I'm gonna link to the Onion article that the cinnamon roll too pure for this world originated from. It's pretty funny, it's pretty old. I feel like it kind of took hold in fandom before it hit in like books, but I think romance genre heroes that are little soft cinnamon rolls are quite the thing lately, and I love them. They're so fun. I would say a key characteristic of a cinnamon roll hero is that they are just kind of very sweet men or women, could be both, could be either or, who are kind of the sunshine character, you know, that grumpy sunshine. They're just sunshine. But the other character may not be grumpy necessarily. And I love a cinnamon roll. So let's talk about some of my favorite cinnamon roll heroes. So this video actually came to me because I was reading a book with a cinnamon roll recently, and that book was White Whiskey Bargain by Jodie Slaughter. And Javier is just, he wants nothing more than to provide for his family and make Hannah happy and do anything and everything in his power to do that. And he's just so freaking sweet. My teeth were ready to rot out. Like, I could not believe how good of a character he was and how pure and sweet he was when it's a book about bootleggers. Like, they're literally like running alcohol and he's out here just being this sweet cinnamon roll, and I can't handle it. My heart, I can't handle it. Next, let's talk about a historical cinnamon roll, which is Sam from The Widow of Rose House by Diana Billard. This is a gothic romance. Maybe not gothic enough for some, looking at you, Charles, but I really enjoyed this book. I really enjoyed that the romance was kind of low-key and Sam wasn't here to force it or make anyone feel uncomfortable. And Alva is just a really strong heroine who is fighting through a lot. Literally, like, she went through a lot with her ex-husband, and Sam finds out about these things and he just like wants to protect her, and it's so soft and sweet. He was just a nerd to his core, and I love a nerdy cinnamon roll hero. Like, give it to me now, it's the best. And I really liked this. I thought it had great atmospheric vibes, so it's great for right now going into the fall because it's atmospheric. It's a little spooky, but it is not gonna like scare you, because as we know, I'm baby when it comes to anything scary. I can't handle it. Although that's changing a little bit, that is changing some, but I'm still pretty like much a scaredy cat when it comes down to it. All right, next let's talk about Blind Date with a Book Boyfriend by Lucy Eden. I feel like this is like on the edge cinnamon roll hero maybe, but I think that he still was a cinnamon roll. So Jordan flies from New York to Culver City and goes to a famed romance bookstore, I wonder which one, and meets Mike there, who's also shopping for romance books because he likes to read them as well. And they go on a romp through Culver City, exploring, having a total blast. Oh my god. Oh, it was so good. This is a novella, so it is a very quick read. And he is such a cinnamon roll, and I loved him so much as a character. And it's only like 91 pages, it's like a 100-page book. And you're like, I was in love with them. I was so grumpy that there wasn't more. I don't want to tell you what happens, but like some of the things he does, I was just like, my heart, I can't handle this. But like, I just couldn't believe how much was packed into this tiny little snippet of a story. And like, oh my gosh, Mike was so amazing. Jordan was just like figuring things out. And then they just, oh, the idea of like meeting a guy in the romance section who reads romance, y'all, would die. I'm married, I'm like, would die. But I would be like, this is like the purest thing ever. I'm a softie for dudes who read romance and are like total cinnamon rolls. Can't help it. All right, next we have Teach Me by Olivia Dade, because we can't talk about cinnamon roll heroes without talking about Teach Me. This is her debut independent novel. It came out around sometime last year. So Teach Me follows Rose Owens, who is in her 40s. She's divorced. She's been through a lot. She's plus size. She's confident about her body. She feels okay about it. Like, it's not a thing. And she is known as an ice queen around the school and is very much just like not here for anybody's shit because she went through it enough with her ex, who was awful. Well, enter Martin. Who would have thought a hero named Martin worked? But it did. I liked it. And he is just the gooeyest cinnamon roll. He's got a daughter he's taking care of on his own. He's very warm and kind and caring. He comes in to help teach one of her like AP, like advanced placement history classes. She's like a little on edge about him and that whole situation, but they slowly like find their way together. And it just was so good. I also really loved reading about older characters falling in love or finding love again or for the first time, because love doesn't have to be this one end-all be-all thing. It can be multi-layered and twice or multiple times in a lifetime. I don't like the idea that it's like once in a lifetime feelings. And I think that they were so cute. And the end, how they got together, y'all, was like perfection. I think this is a great starting point if you want to try out Olivia Dade before spoiler alert comes out in October. But she writes such a good cinnamon roll, and this new cover, same artist as spoiler alert. I cannot handle Olivia Dade's redone covers because the other Teach Me cover was not great. But this one, woo, sign me up. He is a cutie. I'm here for it. Another thing I loved about this book is I felt like Rose taught Martin how to value himself a little more, and he taught Rose to open up a little. So it was kind of like a give and take. Like there wasn't just like him caretaking for her or being there. Like there was a little bit of both, back and forth. Last but not least, we have one that I read recently this year as well, called Gaming Grace by Piper J. Drake. This is a romance about Grace and Brian on a cruise. Brian recruits Grace, who is like a tight and cannot like let go of the world or work person, to help him test this app, and he like shows her how to have fun, which to me is like a key role of a cinnamon roll, right? Like they balance out somebody that's really high strung or always stressed or like can't take breaks, and teaches them to like let it go a little, just you know, like let go and have some fun. And that is definitely Grace. Grace is that character. And Brian is just this delightful, nerdy app developer. It was really fun to read an Asian romance because I don't think I've read a lot of books where both characters are the same race like that. I've read a lot of Black love, but I've not read a lot with Asian characters, I feel like. So that was exciting and delightful. And I want to give you a couple like honorary mentions that are books I feel like we talk about on BookTube a lot as romances and would fall into this category, so I don't want to go through them like again and again. Father Bell from Priest by Sierra Simone is definitely kind of a cinnamon roll. This book is dirty though. Like this book is filthy, and they do it in the church. And yes, he is a priest. He does leave the church, but questionable content otherwise, but he is kind of a cinnamon roll hero, I would say. I don't disagree, but he's not completely a cinnamon roll. The Kiss Quotient by Helen Wong, I would definitely say that he is a cinnamon roll. Michael is definitely a cinnamon roll in this one. He's just a very caring character who is trying to do the best he can for everyone around him. What else? I have more. I feel like I've read so many cinnamon. All right, I can't think of any more. All right. That's all I got right now. My brain apparently has just out all of the ideas I had of other books, but I love a cinnamon roll hero. Let me know your favorite cinnamon roll hero in the comments, or comment what emoji would a cinnamon roll hero use? I don't know. Comment an emoji you think a cinnamon roll hero would use if you don't have a favorite. And be sure to click that subscribe button if you want to stick around for more romance content. I post videos 3 times a week. There are links in the description box to all of the books I talked about in this video and to all of my social medias, which is Instagram, Twitter, and Goodreads. Those are the 3 places you can find me outside of YouTube. There's also a link to the Discord channel down below, which is where you can come hang out with myself and a bunch of other romance creators and readers. We just chat about romance books. If you're a creator, it's a great place to get tips, join in on collabs, those sort of things. And I think that's it. I will see y'all soon. I don't know what my bangs are doing. All right, I will see y'all soon. Thanks so much for hanging out with me.
Really asking, we'll get away to a place where we don't know.